This video is intended for beginners who would like to know the different parts of Excel and their functions. Microsoft Excel is one of the most commonly used and flexible programs. It can do simple to complex arithmetic operations for financial, engineering, and other needs. For you to be able to work efficiently in Excel, you need to know the features available, so I will take you through the parts and basic functionalities. Currently, Excel has various tricks and shortcuts to expedite work, but since this is for beginners, we will be taking up the basic features. Before we begin, please check if you have already subscribed to my channel. If not, please hit subscribe now and don't forget also to click the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I upload new videos. To begin, let us open a blank Excel workbook. Check if you have it on your desktop or taskbar. This is your taskbar. If none, click Start and the available apps or programs will be displayed. Find Excel and click that. Or you can use the search box and type Excel. In this window, Excel app appears. Click Open. You will notice that there are templates and Excel tutorials provided by Excel for free. Aside from what you can see here, you will find more templates if you click this. You can make use of the various templates here like organizational chart, monthly company budget, student schedule, inventory list, and many more. You can even have a Gantt project planner. These are super helpful, especially to those who have just started with their careers. Going back, let us now click this to open a blank Excel workbook. And this is what you will have in front of you. This is the Excel workbook, or simply the Excel file. Think of it as the entire book. At the top, you will see Book 1-Excel. Book 1 is the name of the workbook, or what we commonly call the file name assigned by Excel. We can save the workbook with this name, or we can rename it and save with another name related to its content. Just go to File, choose Save As, and then browse to go to the location where you want to save the file. For this example, let us save it in the desktop folder. Then type your desired file name, say the Excel Zone Tutorial, and click Save or hit Enter. Check your workbook, and the name is now replaced with the one that you typed. Next, check your desktop, and you have this file name. Just like a book composed of several pages, Excel workbook has also pages called worksheets. When you open a new Excel workbook, you will find sheet 1 here. This is called the worksheet. This is a worksheet within the Excel workbook. You can add new worksheets if you want to. Just click the plus sign here. This is the sheet name assigned by Excel, and you can change it if you want in order for you to easily identify the information contained in each worksheet. Right-click and type your desired sheet name. Say Excel for Beginners. Then, enter. If you want to delete a worksheet, right-click here and choose Delete. Then let's move up. At the topmost part, you will see at the right side these icons. This is known as the Control button. At the rightmost part is the Close button. This is used to close the workbook if you are already done with the tasks needed for the file. Now you may have this on your window. This is if you close the current Excel workbook, and this is if you close all open Excel workbooks. This is called the Maximize or Restore Down button. The Maximize or Restore Down button is used to change the window display or if you want to view a smaller screen. And you can also use the same to maximize the screen. It has two names because it has two functions. If you let your cursor hover over the button, you will see the window display options from which you can choose. Now this is the Minimize button, used to hide the entire worksheet and put it on the taskbar. This button here is for the ribbon display options. You can choose to hide the ribbon, show the tabs only, or show the tabs and commands. Later you will know what ribbon, tabs, and commands are. This one shows up if you are signed into your Microsoft account. Now at the center, you will see the title bar where the workbook name or the file name is located. To its left is the Quick Access Toolbar. This is a small toolbar that can be customized. The set of functions shown in the Quick Access Toolbar may be specified by the application or chosen by the user. You can see here the functions Save, Sum, Undo, and Quick Print functions. But this may not be the functions that appear in your window because I customized it to include only the functions that I mostly use when I work with Excel. It is best for you to customize yours as well so that you can easily access the functions that you always use as they are displayed all the time, regardless of the tabs that you are currently in or even if the ribbon is hidden. This is the Customize Access or Quick Access Toolbar icon. You will use this when you want to add or remove functions in the Quick Access Toolbar. Click and you will see the other commands or functions that you can choose to appear in that toolbar. Then click More Commands and you'll have this. In this side are the available commands. The default functions shown here are the popular commands suggested by Excel. If you click that or the arrow at the right, you can select other groups of commands like commands that are not in the ribbon. Scroll down for even more functions. You can have equation tools. Click the function that you want to be added to the display, say equation symbols. Then click Add, and it will be transferred to this side. The commands in this side are those that are displayed on your Quick Access Toolbar. So you'll see here Save, Sum, Undo, Quick Print, and the newly added equation symbols. If you want to remove a function from the display, select that from this side and click Remove. And now you can no more view it in the Quick Access Toolbar. That's how to customize it. Now this is the default location of the Quick Access Toolbar in the topmost left corner. But you can transfer it and show below the ribbon. Speaking of ribbon, This portion of the Excel window below the title bar and above the work area is called the ribbon. Microsoft Excel ribbon is an essential part as this is where the commands are stored. It is the primary interface that contains every command and feature. Here you will find several commands and may look complicated, but the buttons and icons are grouped into different tabs based on the category of their functionalities in such a way that it will be easy for you to locate them. The ribbon first appeared in Excel 2007. It replaces the menus and toolbars found in earlier versions of Excel. In Excel 2010, Microsoft added the option to customize the ribbon. The Excel ribbon is made up of 4 basic components: the tabs, commands, groups, and dialog box launchers. You will find the tabs on top, followed by the commands or command buttons. Then at the bottom part of the ribbon is a row for the groups and the dialog box launchers. Now let us go deeper to what's inside each component. The tabs contain various commands that are subdivided into groups. Each tab contains related functions or commands. You can see here that Home tab is open, so the functions related to this are displayed. If you click another tab like Insert, the commands displayed are replaced with those that are all related to the Insert function, like insert a table, a shape, a screenshot, a chart, and many more. Every tab holds commands that are related to each other. The command button is what you will click to perform a particular action. Commands are specific functions that Excel will do if you click their respective buttons. And down here is a row for the ribbon group and dialog box launcher. These are the ribbon groups, while these are the dialog box launchers. A ribbon group is a set of closely related commands. You will notice that there's a line between the groups in order to define the groupings. Dialog Box Launcher is a small arrow in the lower right corner of some groups. If you click that, more related commands in the group will be opened. That appears only in groups that contain more commands than available space. If you see that, there are more commands in the group that aren't displayed due to limited space, and you will need to click the arrow to display those commands or functions. To summarize, the ribbon is composed of tabs that hold groups of Excel commands. It also includes dialog box launchers used to display more commands within the group. The standard Excel ribbon is composed of these tabs. Let us briefly define each tab from left to right. Take note that this video only introduces the functions of the buttons or icons. Excel has a lot of shortcuts and options to expedite your work, and you can check my other videos for that. Let's begin with the tab File. File allows you to go to the Backstage view where you will find various file-related commands and options. This is sometimes referred to as the Backstage. Unlike the main stage where you do your work, the File tab is a place to go for tasks that are not needed when you're working on your data. Here you can open a new or blank workbook. And you can also open the existing files saved in your computer. This is also where the Save File option is located. After creating the necessary documents, the user can preserve them for further use or modification. There are 2 methods to store the current work. It's by using Save or Save As. Although they appear to be similar, they have some differences. You will use save if you need to update the lastly preserved or existing file with the latest content, and use save as to store a new file or if you have to store an existing file to a new location with the same name or different name. Then you can print your file if you click this, or share your file with other people. Everything you need to do in relation to your file. You will also find here at the bottom the file options, which offers a whole lot of options and customizations for your file. If you click that, a new window will be displayed showing groups of options that you can choose from. You have general options for working with Excel, options related to formula calculations and handling errors, data import and analysis, proofing and text formatting, customizations on how workbooks are saved, setting office language preferences, document accessibility, advanced options for working with Excel in order to expedite your work. Here is where you can customize the ribbon so that you can make visible and accessible the functions that you are frequently using and hide those that you aren't using. Just click the function, then add, or click here, then remove. You'll notice that there are two tabs with unchecked boxes, the Draw and Developer tabs. By default, they are not shown on the ribbon, but you have the option to display them by checking the boxes. Then we have add-ins. You can enable or disable Excel functions here. Lastly, go to the Trust Center to adjust the settings related to the safety of your documents and computer. Now let's move to the next tab, which is Home. Home tab is a default tab in Microsoft Office products like Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. There are 7 groups of functions under the Excel Home tab. They are the clipboard, font, alignment, number, styles, cells, and editing. The clipboard is a group for cut, copy, paste, and format painter functions. Then we have the group for font with Dialog Box Launcher for more functions related to it. We mainly use this group of commands or buttons in formatting text or fonts. The alignment group allows the user to control how text is displayed in cells. The first subgroup in the upper left-hand corner controls the vertical alignment of text or numbers in a cell. Say you have the word Excel here. This is for top alignment, which connects the text to the top of the cell. This is middle alignment, which centers the text vertically or between the top and bottom of the cell. And this one is for the bottom alignment, which places the text at the bottom of the cell. And this is the default vertical alignment. This alignment is orientation, which allows you to rotate the text vertically or diagonally. There is a drop-down box to allow more customization options. The next one is wrap text feature, wherein Excel automatically adjusts the height of the cell to include all of the text in the cell by allowing multiple lines of text in one cell. For example, let's add another word, say tutorial, and click wrap text. This is the result. The first alignment group at the bottom row begins with horizontal alignment settings or to align at the left, center, or right. Next to it is the increase, decrease, indent icons. The last for the alignment group is the merge and center function. And you can click this for more options. Next is the number group, which allows you to customize the number format or style or to set your own preference on how to display the numbers, like having currency symbol or as text. The next group is styles, which is for formatting of your data. I have other videos showing details of these functions. Next to it is cells group with functions all related to what you want to do with your cell, like insert, delete, and format. The last group under the Home tab is the editing group, which includes sorting and filtering data. So much for the Home tab. Let us proceed to the Insert tab. It is used for adding or inserting different objects to your worksheet, such as tables, shapes, and images, or add-ins to transform your data into a cool picture like a map or people graph. You will also find here all kinds of charts to help users to easily analyze and understand your data. You can make use of the spark lines to quickly add a simple line chart in a cell to show variation of data. Then you have slicer and timeline to visually filter data. You can also insert a hyperlink that will help you to quickly take to other places in your document or to create a link to the other files. This will help you to create a text box outside of the cell or add header or footer or word art. You can even add equations and symbols. Next here is page layout. This tab houses the tools to manage the worksheet appearance on screen and printed. As you can see here, there are groups of functions related to the page setup, and the first group is themes, which is a collection of colors, fonts, and shape effects. The commands in the next three groups under this tab are useful in preparing your worksheet or workbook for printing. Click this Dialog Box Launcher and the window will appear with the set of tools to control the appearance of the document. There's page orientation and scaling, and you can choose the size of the paper. You can set your desired margins and indicate header or footer. With this, you can select certain rows and columns that you want to appear in all pages. Next, formulas. This tab holds 5 groups: the function library, defined names, formula auditing, calculations, and solutions. Within the function library group, you will find insert function, which displays the insert function dialog box that allows you to search for a particular function or display the functions by category. AutoSum button with drop-down. This will insert formula into the cell to get the sum of the cells directly above or to its left. And you can click the drop-down to choose other commonly used functions. You will also find exactly the same command on the Home tab. The succeeding buttons are drop-downs for several functions within the category. There's drop-down for the 10 recently used functions, functions that belong to the financial category, and so on. Take time to review all the functions in the other categories. You may need them in your line of work. Click More Functions, and you will find statistical, engineering, and information functions. There are more functions here like Show Formulas, wherein you can simultaneously show all the formulas in the worksheet. Next tab, we have Data. It contains commands necessary for connecting to external data and managing the worksheet data. The group under this tab the groups under this tab include Get and Transform Data, which handles the task of importing data into Microsoft Excel through various means. Queries and Connections, Sort and Filter Group. You will use sort to arrange the sequence of data either by ascending or descending order, and filter to temporarily hide some of the data in a table in order to focus on the data that you want to see. These are helpful functions for analysis of large amounts of data. Data Tools group with functions needed to manage your data, like if you want to remove duplicates or to consolidate your data in a quick manner. And there are other useful groups in this tab like Forecast, Outline, and Analyze. Next, Review. It includes all functions needed to review your data, like checking of spelling, adding notes and comments, protecting worksheets and workbooks, and hiding the links. The next tab is View, which holds commands for your worksheet viewing options like Normal View, Page Break Preview, Page Layout, or customize your viewing preference. You can hide or show the grid lines, hide or show the formula bar, hide or show the column and row headings, or set the desired zoom level, zoom in or zoom out. Freeze panes to constantly show certain rows or columns that you want to view, even if you scroll far down or far right. And other viewing options that you can explore. Then we have a tab for Help. It appears in Excel 2019 and Office 365 to allow you to contact Microsoft support, send feedback, suggest a feature, and get quick access to training videos. And we have here Tell Me What to Do. It is a search box for you to easily find the commands that you need, instead of spending time looking for them if you aren't sure of their location. Just type the command and it will be displayed. For example, type sort and you have the window for that. Or chart and you have the functions related to it. There's no need to spend time looking for the needed command. Those are the default tabs in the Excel ribbon. There are other tabs that are not displayed by default, but you can opt to display them if you go to File, Options, and Customize Ribbon. Draw, Developer, and Power Pivot tabs are unchecked. If you check them, they will appear on your window. In addition to the constant tabs that I've shown, the Excel ribbon has context-sensitive tabs called Tool tabs. Unlike the constant tabs, the Tool tabs are hidden and only appear when you select a certain item, like Table, Shape, Chart, and Picture. For example, let's insert a table and click that. Table Design tab immediately appears under Table Tools. Click somewhere outside the table and the tabs disappear. By default, they are not displayed even if you click a table or other items, but you can choose to display them if you go to File, Options, Customize Ribbon. Instead of Main tabs, choose Tool tabs and check the box. In this case, all are already chosen, so they appear in the ribbon whenever I click certain items mentioned a while ago. We're finally done with ribbon. Now let's move down. At the left side under the ribbon, or the quick access toolbar, you will find this. This is called the name box, which shows the active cell address. The name box shows B5 because it is the address of the active cell, being located in column B, row 5. If we move to the next cell, the name box now indicates C5. You can also name or assign a name to a range of cells, and that name will be displayed in the name box. For example, if we put data here and name the range as salary, the assigned name appears in the name box. You can quickly go to a specific cell or name range with the use of the name box. If you want to go to cell Y20, for example, the fastest way to do is to type Y20 in the name box and hit enter. Instantly, you are there. Or you can go to the range named salary earlier by typing that in the name box. You can even navigate between worksheets. Namebox can do more than this, but for now, let's proceed to another part of Excel. I'll have another video specifically for this later. By the way, this allows you to expand the width of the name box. Just drag to the right. Now let's move to the next one to its right, the formula bar. It displays the content or formula of the active cell, and it allows you to create a formula. If you can't see it on your window or display, go to View and find Formula Bar. Click the box beside and you should be able to see the formula bar here. Mine is checked already, so the formula bar is here. If I uncheck the box, it disappears. Down here, we have the column headings, the gray colored alphabetical headings across the top of each worksheet to identify each column. This is column A, column B, and so on. And we have here at the left side the row headings, a gray colored column containing numbers to identify each row. This is row 1, row 2, and so on. And this is called Select All button, found at the upper left of all worksheets, at the origin of row and column headings. You can use this to quickly select all cells in a worksheet. Below the column headings are cells. Cell is a rectangular box within the work area. This is where we type, copy, or enter data. We can also perform Excel formulas here. Do formatting and other functions. The one that is currently selected is called active cell, which can be identified by a thick outline. And at the end of the row headings, or at the bottom left part of the worksheet, you will find the Sheet tab scrolling button. This is used to move to the previous or to the next sheets, if you have several sheets. Now this is inactive because we only have few worksheets and are all displayed, so we don't need to use the scrolling button. But if we add more sheets, some are already hidden, and at this time, we need the tab scrolling button, so it's now activated. At the very bottom part is the status bar, which displays information about the current state of the window. If you type a text here, it shows Enter Mode. After hitting Enter, it shows Ready again as a status. These are sheet tabs. A sheet tab is used to display a specific sheet. So if you want to display sheet 2, just click on this tab. You can delete a worksheet if you right-click on the sheet tab and click Delete. There are more options that you can choose if you right-click on the sheet tab. You can rename it. Choose Rename, then type your preferred sheet name. You can rearrange the tabs if you click Move, or simply drag to another location. You can protect a sheet with a password so that no one can do unauthorized modification to the contents. Then you can hide a worksheet and unhide. If you want to add another worksheet, click the plus sign at the right. If you have more number of sheets to show, you can drag this to the right to expand the space for the sheet tabs. This horizontal bar at the bottom right of the window is called horizontal scroll bar, which is used to move the window viewing area left or right. And the vertical bar at the right of the window is called vertical scroll bar. This is used to move the window viewing area up or down. Down here are the view shortcuts. This is for the normal view, page layout, and page break preview. Then the zoom control, which you can drag to the left to zoom out or to the right to zoom in. Or you can just click the minus sign to zoom out and the plus sign to zoom in. The percentage at the right shows the zoom level. Click that and the zoom dialog box will be opened where you can quickly choose the zoom level that you want. We have already covered all, but before I go, I have 3 tips for you. First, if you are unsure of the function, let your cursor hover over the button and a box will pop up explaining the feature. Second, if you want to collapse the commands in the ribbon so that none of the buttons are displayed, double-click any of the ribbon tab. Double-click again to show the commands. Third, you can use Pin to Taskbar so that the application will be displayed on your taskbar like this, and it will be easy for you to access it. Click Start and find Excel. Right-click and you will see here Pin to Taskbar or Unpin. Mine shows Unpin because the Excel app is already here, but if in your case it's not yet on your taskbar, you should see Pin to Taskbar. And if you click that, automatically Excel will be added to your taskbar for easy access. That ends my video. You may check the other videos in my channel for more Excel tutorials. If you have questions or if you have other topics that you want to be taken up, just leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching.